The colorful world of Sunset City is one of glitz, glamour, and horrible energy drink-infused monsters. It's the perfect backdrop for Sunset Overdrive, which is steeped in parody and irreverent humor. If you saw our previous video on Sunset Overdrive, then you already know this game began its life as a mishmash of ideas and inspirations, including everything from Halloween masks to Popeye cartoons. There was a lot more that went into creating the signature style of this upcoming open-world action game. Join us as we dive deep into the origins of Sunset Overdrive and take a closer look at the creative process at Insomniac Games.
When we first started doing Sunset Overdrive, it was a very different game. It was very serious, we were kind of obsessed with the end times and zombie movies and novels.
I feel like if we had gone that direction, we would have been somewhere in the vicinity of Daisy or something like that.
Totally. But there was also the fact that we finished Resistance 3. We both worked on Resistance 3 for many years, the Resistance franchise for many years, and we were kind of like, we don't want to do that again. We don't want to be stuck in the gloom and the doom. We really should go back to what makes Insomniac great. Early on, we were influenced by a lot of things. I mean, the Gorillaz video.
Yeah, while we were in still the Daisy direction, we around the time Gorillaz On Melancholy Hill video came out, and it went around the studios just like, wouldn't this be a cool game to make, like something that looked like this, and so that sent us off in a whole different direction, stylistically.
The basis went from, survive and really kind of that gritty feel to, what about all the fun parts? What about Will Smith hitting golf balls off of aircraft carriers and Charlton Heston driving giant boats down the empty streets of LA?
For a while, we were saying, I had the WWID, what would Iggy do? If Iggy Pop was in the end times, like, yeah, he'd probably only survive 3 days, but you would imagine it would be this glorious 3 days.
When it comes to traversal, we tried everything, played everything. Whether, like I said, it's Tony Hawk, Mirror's Edge, Jet Set Radio. A lot of people, I was a big fan of Jet Set radios, but I think it's constant iteration. Like you actually need to tell people, like, this is what all you're doing this week is just try something different. Like, okay, what if you just attach to traversal automatically? Like, we tried that. What if you couldn't shoot from traversal? Like, you just use it for that. Like, it's just constantly trying different things and having either the creative director try it out, or other people in the building, or even people outside the building trying it, and just constantly getting feedback.
We had this one thing that we did a bunch of times, which was a song mission. People would, listen to the song and either get inspired by the lyrics or about the style of the song, the style of the music, the beat, whatever. And then they design a mission around that. And there's some really creative ideas that came out of that. And that helped us, to kind of define the tone, because, there would be some missions that would be like, I really like this, but the tone kind of feels a little off. And I don't know, for some reason we had a lot of missions that were based around getting dates in the end times. Maybe that says something more about the team than it does about us.
We've been in business for 20 years. We've been making games for 2 decades now. And during that time, we've really discovered what it is that we love to make. And I think a lot of people come to Insomniac because, in general, we make games that are stylized. Now, we've made games that are realistic, like Resistance and previous games, but I think where most folks' hearts lie here at Insomniac is in creating a sense of irreverence, in creating games that don't take themselves completely seriously, that are visually different. And Sunset Overdrive really plays to that desire of all of ours to just do something that isn't the same.
Slowly but surely, all these different game pieces are coming together to form one cohesive whole. Individually bouncing on cars and grinding on handrails and firing off explosive teddy bears all sound fun enough, but until you bring them all together, you can never be sure if what you have is a good video game or just a bunch of goofy ideas. For the team at Insomniac, these moments come in different forms and at different times, but each one is an exciting moment of validation. You can look forward to getting your hands on Sunset Overdrive later this year, exclusively for Xbox One.